Feeling stuck or unmotivated isn't always a lack of discipline or desire to move forward. Sometimes it's the result of prolonged stress, emotional overwhelm, and a nervous system that's just been carrying too much for too long. And when that happens, many people often respond by pushing harder, getting frustrated with themselves, or feeling pressured to just get it together. But oftentimes, what the body and nervous system actually need first is regulation, emotional release, and patience. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, emotionally drained, disconnected from your motivation, or stuck in cycles of tension and exhaustion, this EFT tapping practice will reconnect you with a greater sense of clarity, movement, and self-compassion. My name is Jyllin, and together we're going to use tapping and nervous system support to process any emotional buildup and to create space for renewed energy and momentum. And if you enjoy practices that support your emotional and nervous system health through EFT, meridian yoga, and holistic healing, subscribe if you haven't yet. Your support also helps me to continue creating practices with fewer interruptions on the channel. Let's begin by grounding and tapping through the EFT points. So if you're new to EFT, you can take this as your introduction to the points. And if you aren't, just begin to settle in and follow along. So let's begin to tap the outside of the hands against each other. And as you're doing this, letting your weight drop into the support beneath you. Again, you can close your eyes if you want to now. And now let's tap the inside of the eyebrows with the index and middle fingers, feeling your eyebrows, your forehead relax, your eyes relax. And then tapping the bones to the outside of the eyes, feeling your temples relax, the space around your ears relax. And now tapping the bones underneath your eyes, feeling your cheeks relax, your eyes relax even more. And then tapping underneath your nose, feeling the lips, the mouth relax, your jaw relax. And then tapping into the divot of the chin. Taking an exhale. Just releasing any tension that you're holding on to throughout your body. And then tapping underneath the collarbone or collarbones. You can always tap one or both sides. It's up to you. Feeling your chest relax, your shoulders relax here. And then tapping underneath the arm. About 4 to 5 inches underneath the armpit. And finishing by tapping the top of the head, the crown of the head, feeling your head reach up to meet your fingers, your spine elongating, ease through the neck. Now you can rest your arms down, let your eyes close if they aren't already. Let's move into the practice. Begin by taking a moment to feel any sensations of feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or emotionally drained. And on a scale of 1 to 10, rate the intensity of those sensations. Now you can let that rest and begin by repeating after me. If at any point you need a reminder of the tapping points, you can reference the diagram on your screen. So starting by tapping the outside of the hands against each other at the karate chop point, even though I've been feeling overwhelmed and emotionally drained, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though part of me feels stuck, exhausted, or disconnected from my motivation right now. I'm open to meeting myself with more patience and compassion. Even though I've been carrying stress, pressure, and emotional heaviness for a long time, I'm willing to create a little more space for clarity, for movement, and for renewed energy. And I love and accept myself throughout the process. Tapping the eyebrow. This overwhelm has been building up for a while. Side of the eye, I feel emotionally drained. Under the eye, part of me feels stuck and exhausted. Under the nose, everything feels heavier than it should. Chin, my nervous system has been carrying a lot. Collarbone, and I've been trying to push through it. Under the arm, maybe I've been putting pressure on myself to move faster than I'm ready for. Top of the head, and that pressure has only created more tension. Eyebrow, I acknowledge how overwhelmed I've been feeling. Side of the eye, and how disconnected I felt from my energy. Under the eye, part of me is tired of forcing momentum. Under the nose, tired of criticizing myself for not doing more. Chin, maybe my body has been asking for patience instead of pressure. Collarbone, maybe I don't need to force myself forward right now. Under the arm, maybe I can begin creating movement more gently. Top of the head, one small breath and one small step at a time. Eyebrow, I'm allowing my nervous system to soften. Side of the eye, releasing some of this emotional heaviness. Under the eye, creating space for clarity and renewed energy. Under the nose, I don't have to rush my healing or my growth. Chin, I can support myself with compassion and patience. Collarbone, I'm allowed to move forward gently. Under the arm, reconnecting with steadiness, movement, and trust. Top of the head, an opening to a greater sense of energy and possibility. Now you can let your arms rest down and take a slow breath in and exhale gently. Just noticing what shifted emotionally, mentally, or physically for you, even if the change is subtle. And now returning to that scale of 1 to 10, rate the intensity of any feelings of stuckness, overwhelm, or emotional heaviness now. You can repeat this practice anytime to bring that number down, even again right now if you choose. And I'd also love to hear from you in the comments when you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed or stuck. What helps you reconnect with yourself most? If you want more support for your nervous system and emotional grounding, you can also download my free Reset Your Nervous System guide below in the description. And if this practice supported you, feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet for more EFT, meridian yoga, meditation, and holistic healing practices on my channel. Thanks so much for taking this time to be present with yourself and for practicing with me. I'll see you in the next video.